we as the taxi operators to be setting the prices. We also did not want the app companies to be setting the prices. So we recommended an independent body that will be setting up prices, and they will come with those prices to the market and say that these are the recommended rates for now. Like this time that the petrol has been increased, we would have supposed to meet as the digital taxi forum and as the digital app companies, and with the guidance of the AA, we come to a pricing model where the taxi companies do not absorb the losses. And because the commissions for the app companies always remains constant, then we come to a position where they can reduce their commissions, and then we can do a marginal increase, and then we agree together, and then we go to work. The problem is when we went to our meeting, Uber and Taxify flatly refused to sit down with us, notwithstanding the fact that they call us partners. They refused to sit down with us where we could come to agreeable pricing models, themselves and ourselves. And that informs the reason why we are going back to the streets to come into their offices until they recognize that we also have a stake in this industry, and we will not agree just to take our assets to them so that they can misuse them, claiming that Kenyans are price sensitive, that if you add prices to them, they'll go to the competition. If we do not have price warfare, the clients will not go to any other app companies, but they'll just go to their own app companies. Let everybody compete on service, but not on pricing.
Now, what you know. Now, as my statement clearly puts it, the MOU was signed on the 11th of July. Among the issues that were captured in the MOU was continuous assessment of the implementation. And that's why on the 30th of August, we had our first quarterly meeting at the ministry. The meeting was chaired by the Deputy Director, NTSA, and the Secretary was the Chief Officer, Nairobi City County, in charge of road transport. The meeting was basically to report on the progress of implementation. That's where Uber, Taxify, Little Cab, and all those other companies were to report on what they have done since we signed the MOU. We reported, because after the signing of the MOU, we as DTF, we were required to call off the strike. You remember this MOU was a product of a procession that we held, and we did a strike. So we were required to call off the strike, which we did immediately. The companies were required to talk to us and adjust their prices. So during that meeting, which was held on 30th of August at the NTSA offices, Little Cab reported their new prices, which had already been effected. Taxify and Uber had no report because they had not adjusted their prices as per the MOU. So they were directed by the ministry to give a date of when we shall be meeting to discuss their new prices. And that's how they came up with these dates of 7th for Taxify and 10th for Uber. And those are the two meetings I've mentioned in my statement. We met, talked. Taxify only offered to increase the bonuses. Uber only offered to increase the fare boost, but all of them declined the issue of increasing the prices, citing fear to lose customers to their competitors. It is very clear, and the minutes are there. And we have done a report. It is also important to mention this. After our meetings with Uber and Taxify, we've done a report to the ministry. So they have the report. They know.
My name is Noreen from Brandfest TV. I would just like to ask, for you to try and compare the East African market.
I'm the Secretary General to Digital Taxi Forum. May I take this opportunity to welcome everyone, including the members of the press who are gathered here today with us. Now, these are official statements in regards to our scheduled switch off coming on Tuesday next week. Now, dear Kenyans, today we as online drivers community wish to express our dissatisfaction with the current state of affairs in this industry. On the 2nd of July 2018, we held a peaceful procession and presented a petition to the Ministry of Transport. Consequently, we held several meetings with the PS Transport, then Honorable Professor Paul Maringa. These discussions culminated into the signing of a memorandum of understanding on the 11th of July 2018. This MOU was witnessed and officiated by the CS Transport Honorable James Macharia. The MOU was between Digital Taxi Forum, we representing the drivers, and the digital app transport companies. The following companies signed that MOU: Uber Kenya, Taxify Kenya, Little Cabs, Pewin Cabs, Maramoja Transport, and Phone Taxi Limited. However, this MOU was very clear that it was binding to all app companies, including those that didn't attend the signing ceremony. The MOU had 4 key issues. 1, pricing and pricing models. 2, recognition of driver representatives by the app companies. 3, drivers' welfare and security. And 4, continuous engagement by all stakeholders in the industry. The MOU clearly stated that all app companies shall review their prices in view of the current market dynamics. Those prices shall be guided by the approved Automobile Association of Kenya, AA rates. Each app owner was therefore required to meet with DTF and discuss and agree on the price review. As DTF, we followed up with these companies and held several meetings. On the 7th of September 2018, we held a meeting with Taxify Kenya Limited Management to discuss their pricing and pricing model. Taxify only offered to increase bonuses to the drivers, but declined any fare adjustment, citing fear to lose riders to their competitors. On the 10th of October 2018, we met Uber Kenya Limited at their riverfront offices in Westlands. The main agenda was their pricing and their pricing models. Uber Kenya management, through their head of policy, offered to increase the fare boost, but declined any attempts of adjusting fares, citing fear to lose customers to their competitors.